What's up? We got a little nighttime activity. What up, Mason in Portland? We're just going on a little late night dog walk. Check out the boulevard. Now tomorrow night, this could be a real shit show. Drunken Donuts in the house. Tomorrow night is the West Hollywood Halloween parade. It's literally about a 500,000 people in about a mile radius. The streets are shut down, and it's buck wild. She moves pretty good for an old dog. As you can see, they're already getting the barricades and whatnot up. I mean, I hit the like button. You know, I don't have to be doing this shit. We'll cut across in the alley. Maybe catch a drug deal in progress. Now right here, that building right there, it's where Ozzy Osbourne recorded the Ultimate Sin record with Jake E. Lee on the electronic guitar. And they say that is also where Prince did some parts of Purple Rain. Now, I've seen some shit. See, there are the barricades for tomorrow night. I've seen some wild stuff going on in this alley. The freaks come out at night. All kinds of shenanigans happen out here. Hit the like button, pretty please. No, I think that was the bum in American Psycho. Get a goddamn job, Al. What'd you get busted for? Insider trading? Hello. So this intersection, literally a 500,000 people. So, I mean, I can't explain to you how wild it is. And people walking around like half fucking naked. I mean, it's, all right, let's go this way. We're going to, just give you a glimpse of the freaks. All right, well, be a nice guy and run so this bus don't hit us. Oh, that alley is sketchy, bro. I mean, so this intersection here tomorrow night will be whack-a-fucking-doony. Lois, come on. Now, this is the West Hollywood Sheriff's Station. It's no joke. And it's amazing the crime that happens in this neighborhood, knowing that the sheriffs are right here. And it's a big sheriff's station. This is actually where Suge Knight was originally booked. Well, I can assure you, I think people are resting for tomorrow night. I mean, it gets fucking bonkers. I mean, literally a 500,000 people, all on foot. Now, I don't want to go exactly in the sheriff's. I think this is the tree where Suge Knight put his cigar out before he got detained. I don't really know much about Post Malone, to be honest with you. I don't dress up for Halloween. I'm kind of boring in that regard. What up, Ross? I'm just chilling right now. Lois has to go potty, so I have to take care of some business. And then I'm going to go home and watch the rest of AEW Dynamite. Now, I'm hearing rumors that Bobby Lashley debuted tonight. No spoilers. Although I saw his name trending on Twitter, so I'll assume he did debut tonight. Hello. Yeah, that should be free. Jesus, bro. Out of control. Lois, come on, man. Move out. It's cold out here. There's the design center. Takes up literally a whole city block. The scope of this building really is impressive. Like, check out this building. Damn, the last time I looked, I had 20 people in here. Now I only have 2. You guys don't fuck around tonight. It's all right. I just thought that I would, give you guys a little tasty. I'm just trying to get the content up on YouTube. Get into that fucking algorithm. No, Lois was, when I got her, she was I was told her name was Lois, so I kept it. I am named after my dad's best friend. Get the firehouse, 'cause she sets my soul on fire. Yeah, see, here are the barricades for tomorrow. And the crazy thing is that there's no parking in West Hollywood. It's all permit parking. So you've literally got 500,000 people fucking just not knowing what to do, and like they don't know where to park. They get towed because they don't know it's permit parking. So yes, she adores you and she floors you with her wisdom and devotion. And I'm drawing a blank on the rest of the lyrics. That's all right. Yeah, I mean, I don't, I'm really trying just to hit all angles on YouTube. Shorts, which I'm pretty much just clipping jokes. And then the Earlverse streams, which, I'll be honest with you, they don't really help me get new subscribers, which is ultimately my goal. Lois, come on. I think I've added about 1,000 subscribers this year, which is, it's okay, but I do wish I had more. And the quicker you get sicker. All right, just gotta make sure I don't get hit by a car. If I get hit by a car doing this, Lois gets all my money. Now, this lease sign might not mean anything to you, but J. Lux is like the Wayne Gretzky, LeBron James of commercial real estate in Los Angeles. I'm not voting, to be honest with you. I don't like either candidate. And I get a lot of shit for that, but I'm not. There's catch. It's what up, Doom? It's a very trendy restaurant. I went there once. It kind of sucked. Way overhyped. Someone took me there for my birthday. We don't have to get into who. But I will stop off somewhere up here to show you guys where the daddy man outfits himself. I've seen human shit. There's so many homeless in West Hollywood, it's fucking embarrassing, but oh no, look what we have right there. Fuck yeah. Not, it's not that cold tonight, but it will be later. There's another trendy restaurant, Drake's, and look what we have here. Maybe my next jacket. That's a dope jacket, as the kids say. I don't know about that look, but I actually have that jacket in my closets. And look at here, I like that. I could see that in my wardrobe. You're out of control tonight, Drunken Donuts. I don't know about that look. I could maybe work that. Fuck yeah. It's fuck yeah. What up, the mayor? Yeah, I would imagine John Barbados would have to custom make Stern's clothes, because he's got a very strange body. Strange in that he's, about 6'6", lanky arms. Nothing that's made for the general public would fit his body. I'm lucky that Barbados in large and size 52 fits me very well. Here's another restaurant, Butcher's Daughter. Well, here's the thing, and this is mind-blowing to me how this is possible. Sorry, I'm shaking a little bit. It is cold tonight. Varvatos sold his company, but they still call it John Varvatos. Here's Scicconi's. Very, very nice restaurant. Now across the street is the old John Varvatos. If you've been a fan of mine for a while or whatever, you'll recognize this building. I took many a picture in this store. I like Ron DeSanctimonious. That's kind of creative. Of course, his best one from a term of effectiveness was probably Low Energy Jeb. Now, if you follow the TV show Vanderpump Rules, here is Sir Restaurant. It looks like it's not that busy. I ate there once. I got to be honest, it kind of sucked. And I'm friends with those guys. Jax, Taylor, and, well, that's really about it. But if you ever want kind of come on, Los, kind of a better Vanderpump Rules. Now, here's the very famous log cabin. It is Alcoholics Anonymous, probably the most famous one in LA. You can't really see anything in here, but this is the very famous Dog Pound private training gym, which Taylor Swift works out there. Like, it's the elite of the elite. And I don't mean AEW. Out of control, AC/DC. And I won't animal mother. Sorry, I'm just waiting for Lois to conduct some business. This guy is pee-peeing right there. I should scare him and say that's my business. Anyway, it's only my business. I will just get that guy. I'm just embarrassing him. Now, this used to be a very expensive shoe, like sneaker store, but it never had anyone in it. I remember I went in there once because I saw a pair of Air Jordans, and I thought, oh, these would be $200 or whatever. So I say, do you guys have these in a size 13? The guy's like, yeah, if you've got $15,000. What the fuck? As you can see, Lois is, for 14, and she might even be 15, to be honest with you. She still cooks. Now, I realize that it's probably not very exciting, me walking my dog at 10 at night or 1 a.m. for you East Coast freakers, but there's a lot worse videos out there. Trust me on that one. And most of them are by my friends. Hello! Now, this right here, this nightclub is the Abbey. It's kind of a world famous gay nightclub, but I'd say now it's probably like 30% straight, so the gays don't really like that. You know, the breeders have taken over. We are doing it. Now, this used to be this building on the corner. If you watch Vanderpump Rules, it was Pump. But now it's Pump is no longer with us. And it's now called Roosterfish. It has not opened yet. But you know, it takes a while to open up these gay bars. Yeah, I mean, you know, I got shit to do. I'm not like these fucking losers who jump all over themselves to get on MLC. You know, I got shit to do. So I got the link too late, to be honest with you. I mean, I do have thoughts on Hinchcliffe, and you know, I think that you know, real briefly, because we're coming to the conclusion of this walk. Now, here's the best gay bar name ever, the Mother Lode. Fuck yeah. But you know, I don't think this is going to hurt Tony at all, to be honest with you, because the people who are talking shit about him, they weren't his fans in the first place. So, you know, when Rachel Maddow or Don Lemon or Lawrence O'Donnell sit there and say Hinchcliffe sucks, they weren't going to go to Kill Tony or a Hinchcliffe stand-up show anyway. So who gives a fuck? Fuck yeah, look at that. Boing. Hello. I mean, the freaks are out tonight. So Tony is actually in a great position because he doesn't act, like he's not in TV or movies. So what are you going to take from him? Nothing. And someone said, well, they could yank him off of YouTube or Spotify. They absolutely could. But he could just have it on his own server at that point. Kind of like Alex Jones style. You know, so he's really in a great position. He's untouchable. And, you know, his best friend is Joe Rogan. Not only the #1 podcaster in the world, but arguably the #1 stand-up comic in the world. So he's good, man. And Tony's not apologizing. I mean, last thing I heard, he was kind of doubling down. So he's leaning into it, pro wrestling style, bad guy. So, you know, he'll be all right. He don't give a... You think he cares if Lawrence O'Donnell hates him? You know, it's like, do you think Kiss cares that music critics think they're a shitty band? Fuck no. They made so much money on that last tour. Shit. What up? What up? Pew, pew. Now, if you see me talking to a girl, she might have a dick. Boing. I mean, fuck yeah, West Hollywood. It's getting busy. We don't talk like that guy in here. We don't. This is not a dabble land stream. Hit the like button. We're about to end the stream right now. I mean, see, like, this girl looks really cute to me, but it could be a dude. Come on, Lois. Oh, sorry. Oh, you guys all look great. Yeah, if you want to talk about that guy, the minimum super chat's $20, just to say his name. But we don't do that in here. We're a stand-up comedy and pro wrestling stream. Hit the like button, pretty please. We got a girl who looks like she could be a guy. Lois is an amazing dog. But she's still got some life in her. Now, if you guys are good, I'll do something as we get closer to the driveway. I've got to make sure the coast is clear. All right, I think the coast is clear. So, Lois, come here. Lois, hey, come here. Hey. Hold on. Now watch this. Okay, Lois, you ready? You ready? Psst. Oh, usually she really takes off. Oh, she must be a little tired. But she knows exactly where to go. Lois be chilling right now. She got brake left in about 3 feet. See, she's no dummy. Yeah, I don't think Lois is classically trained in that regard. Fuck yeah, Lois is chilling right now. That tail wagging. She knows. Shh. This is, maybe we'll, talk a little bit. We got Wheezy, Jefferson in the house. Let's, all right, here. Let's switch off. All righty. Do a few more minutes. I mean, I've already done an Earlverse. Fuck yeah. All right. Oh, 100%. I mean, this is a very secure building. So, uh, yeah, you're right. I threw a line out there with the blonde with the big tits, but you can't have everything. I'm a soldier, as you guys know. So sorry, I'm just doing a little maintenance here while you guys, you know, enjoy this stream. This is an impromptu stream, to be honest with you. Lois made a bit of a mess earlier. That's all right. Fuck yeah. It's the only Kamal I'm voting for. Get him into the WWE Hall of Fame. I mean, he's already dead. Hello. So, welcome to the Earlverse second edition. We're just chilling. No, unfortunately, all the rock and roll clubs, it's pay to play, what they call in the comedy world bringer shows. So, it's just new bands or bands that don't have any fan base at all. So, let's see if we can get more of the Earl sign in here. Hold, please. See, this is what I do for the fans. Yes. Okay. My big head's in the way. Oh, we could do this. Ah, fuck it, dude. You guys know the drill. So, what up, Mud Sharks Unite? We're just chilling in here. How about Topanga Canyon? Who's Joe? I don't know who that is. The special, we're just still looking for a place. I have a friend of mine who is in commercial real estate. She is trying to get some information on the Studs Pornography Theater, and that's really we're at an impasse, I guess you would say. But blues rock guy keeping it alive. Well, maybe he'll fund the special. Waiting for your return to MLC. Yeah, I mean, they sent me the link today at like 3:30 my time. I'm sure Kevin wants to talk about Hinchcliffe before it's old news. Which I noticed today it kind of was. I mean, they didn't talk about it nearly as much. But my thoughts. Well, I just gave you guys my thoughts. It's my bottom line is it's not going to hurt Tony at all. It's really not. If anything, it's going to help him. Because like I said, the people who say Kiss sucks, well, they weren't going to go to a Kiss concert anyway. So I don't think Gene does care. Gene cares about the people who love Kiss and how he can get maximum amount of money from them. I don't know what they knew, but I mean, well, but it's dying down. I mean, because it's the news cycle in an election is so fast moving and quick paced that when Biden did the garbage line about the Trump supporters, that kind of took it over. So I think we're seeing the tail end of the Hinchcliffe news cycle. Well, I mean, they knew the line was coming. So, I mean, it's not like Ray's breaking news there. Like, it was in the teleprompter. So, of course, they knew it was coming. Yeah, I mean, Trump is funny. Like, despite what you think of the guy, you know, He's funny, like doing that, the McDonald's stunt. Um, so, uh, now I think Tony would have gotten in a little more trouble with the Trump campaign if he would have had the joke. I guess he was going to call Kamala a cunt, and they took that joke out of the teleprompter. So, um, you know, that was interesting that he just didn't go full tilt and say that joke. So, we'll see what happens. I mean, I think that, the only bad thing for Tony, and I was talking with two friends of mine today who are deeply connected in the political world. One's a hardcore righty, like hardcore. And the other one is, I guess you'd say, a progressive liberal. I mean, we've all been friends forever. So, you know, I think the general consensus amongst the three of us, at least with Tony, was the only thing, two things could hurt Tony. One, if Rogan dumps him, which he's not, because then he's on his own. He doesn't have the backing of the number one comic and podcaster in the world. Two, if let's say Trump loses the election by, a couple points or a couple electoral college votes, and guys like the bean counters like Steve Kornacki and people like that who okay, there's 2% in Bucks County that's up for grabs. If in the hardcore rights mind Trump lost because of the Puerto Rican factor, then Tony's going to get death threats. But let's see what happens. Yeah, yeah. But I'm just saying down the road, if Tony did something stupid and mouthed off to Joe or mouthed off to someone Joe likes, Joe would be like, "Fuck you! I can get 1 million people to be my number two, my lieutenant, if you will." So, but Joe really loves Tony, so it's really, and let's be honest. And business-wise, Kill Tony makes a fortune for the mothership. The mothership makes great money in and of itself, but it's also, people go there to see Tony, do a stand-up. They obviously go there every Monday and sell out a room. Earl late night comedians, mainstream media is dead. Oh, 100%. I agree with you there. These two guys are in the business, and without giving away too much of what we talked about, they were like, Earl, if we could help you, which both of these guys could, what would you want? And I was like, Rogan, like 100%. That's the new Tonight Show for comics. And then, okay, what else? Gutfeld, which is, I don't know if it's not really any competition for Rogan, but it's pretty good TV credit to have. Everyone I know who's done it, the comics, they've all increased a big bump in like theater gigs and just an overall increase in audience and ticket sales. So, yeah, who knows? I don't know how Tony got the gig. Trump, if you believe Trump, he says he's never heard of Tony. I don't know if I believe that, but, I'm sure Joe has something to do with it. Mud Sharks Unite. Now, someone asked me that today about Tony's actual stand-up. I've known Tony for 15 years, and people are going to think I'm lying or trying to cover up me wanting to say something bad about him. I've never watched a set. I don't watch comedy. I've in the last 15 years, I've watched 2 comedy specials, Brendan Schaub's first one and Jeselnik's. So Tony brought me on stage once in the main room, and I heard laughter, but I wasn't listening. So, listen, when you play arenas or whatever, now he hasn't played arenas because of his stand up yet, but, when you fill arenas with Kill Tony, you're doing something right. Um, yeah, I mean, but getting back to what these guys were asking, okay, Rogan, Gutfeld, what else do you want? I'm like, I wouldn't turn down a late night spot on TV, but it doesn't mean what it used to. I mean, I knew a friend of mine who recently did The Tonight Show, and without giving away who they are, they were literally at an open mic the next night. Now they have a great work ethic, but that's insane. And I did a show maybe a couple months ago. It was at some shitty bar. I was like, I haven't done a bad bar show. Um, and, there was this really funny Asian dude on it, older guy. And you could tell his jokes were definitely not bar level. Like they were, okay, this guy should be in comedy clubs or whatever. And I started talking to him after the show outside. And like this guy had done Letterman. He'd done like The Tonight Show with Leno. And he's playing in a shitty bar gig in the Valley. So, it just doesn't help you as much as it used to. I mean, I think every comic saw the interview with David Brenner where he said that he did The Tonight Show in the 70s. Now, that's when it was really the only gig on television for a comic. And the next day, he had a year's worth of road work. Those days are over. You got to make your own shit. YouTube, TikTok. That's why I'm concentrating so much on YouTube. I don't know about that. Jesus. Brennan said today Earl didn't like Tony. I've been friends with Tony for 15 years. We don't talk really much anymore because, one night during the pandemic, me, him, and my girlfriend at the time got into an argument about Jeff. And, I think you could think what side I took and what side Tony took. So, but pre-internet, you needed The Tonight Show. I mean, you could make it without The Tonight Show, just like, you can make it without Rogan. I mean, Matt Rife made it way before he went on Rogan. And I would say that before Matt's blowing up on YouTube and TikTok, that, I can't speak for Joe, but I would guess Joe had probably never heard of Matt. So he had zero chance of getting on Rogan. But he did it his own way, and, bingo, he's on Rogan. So, I mean, I'm trying. It's certainly not kicking ass, but, I'm trying to really put quality stand-up clips up. And, hopefully one goes viral and, someone picks it up and, it's just, it's doing what Matt Rife did. Matt put up hundreds of videos before one crowd work thing took off and bingo. Well, I think the show's died because, I don't think there's a lot of TV funny comics, and when you had Rob Delaney go on Jimmy Kimmel and just bomb, I think a lot of late night shows were like, we're not having that happen on our show. Well, this was in the pandemic, Night Moose. This was like 2019. So, um, you know, what can I say? I mean, Jeff has gotten Tony a lot of work. Um, well, I don't. I mean, listen, like I said, I would love to get a Tonight Show spot. Because, listen, a TV spot is still a TV spot. But like I told my two friends today, I said, listen, if you guys are going to try for me on any capacity, Rogan is, because I think me and Joe would have a great interview. I talk a little shit, I'll name names, which very few comics will. But I also, I take that back. I shouldn't say I talk shit. I talk facts and I name names. Because anyone can talk shit. Yeah, I liked Craig Ferguson. I liked Conan. Yeah, I mean, I don't know Joe's daughter, so that's definitely not going to be a way in for me. But we'll see what happens. I mean, um, well, I just, it took me a while to play the game, but no, I've never done Rogan. He asked me to once, and I might have fumbled the execution of the follow up, but hopefully, one day I will um, be on it, and it's something that like I said, I have 12,000 followers on Instagram and Twitter. And they're organic because it's literally about the same number of followers. And you go on Rogan and it's a good interview, you get 50,000 followers the next day. Um, so, I mean, it didn't really help me, Bryce, and it probably hurt me to be honest with you. But yeah, you got that right, William. No doubt about it. Uh, I mean, I can't really name one Taylor Swift song other than "Shake It Off," "Shake It Off," "Shake It Off." Yeah. No, a helicopter, probably a police helicopter. Yeah. See you, Ross. Hopefully, I mean, Gutfeld is a semi-attainable goal because I think I have like 3 or 4 people from different areas trying to help me. 100%, Bryce. And that's why, no one really ever talks bad about me online because I keep it real. They can't say that, you know, this didn't happen like I said it did because it did. In terms of like roast battle and what happened on historical roasts and getting pulled off the Adam Egget roast by Jeff, it happened. So Jeff can't say he's lying. Or Jeff's manager can't say, "Oh no, Earl, that didn't happen." So I think the truth is really the ultimate um, thing to fight with because you can't fight it. If I talk shit and say, so and so is just a fat pig, well, that's just talking shit. Um, yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot at the Comedy Store now, but Joe probably doesn't want to have just like a boring stand-up conversation with me along the lines of, Earl, tell me about your weirdest set ever. He's going to be like, Earl, what was it like growing up in Bel Air in the 70s? And I could go into like 5 different stories that would be pretty cool and unique to me. Like, very few people have had the upbringing that I've had in the stand-up world. So I think it would be um, an interesting interview, to say the least. I mean, I don't find Tyrus funny at all, but good for him, man. Like, he somehow got in there. Like Tony got in with Rogan, and listen, I don't hate on him. Oh, 100%. On TV, there's so many strict rules on what you can wear. You can't wear anything with logos or bright colors or white because it fucks up the with these 4K cameras. I'd wear all black, custom made leather pants. That probably wear my friend Brooks pants because they're really like dope looking. Like these ain't something you can get in the fucking store on the rack. Definitely wear probably a Barbados jacket, and that's the image right there. Buddy Holly meets Johnny Cash, baby doll. Um, yeah, I mean I don't find Jimmy funny at all, but you know what? These guys that you get in, you get in. Being funny is like literally the least important thing. Yeah, I would do your mom's house again. But yeah, I mean, but that's like fashion comedy. That's, a lot of my marketing, if I started getting on TV routinely again, would be fashion comedy. No comics really wear leather pants. I might wear my YSL jacket on Gutfeld or Rogan, with a nice rat shirt. Maybe they would let me get away with a rat shirt because a YSL jacket is next level. I mean, I love Barbados. That will always be my go-to. I like All Saints as well. Rag and Bone's got some good stuff, but my YSL jacket is the bomb diggity, if you know what I mean. Well, I mean, I mean, it's about rock and roll, you know. You know, because I grew up in the '80s, you know, when a lot of bands I like, frankly, they weren't the greatest musicians. Were Poison the greatest musicians? Fuck no. But they made it over probably 50 bands that could play their instruments like fucking virtuosos. And where are those bands? They probably literally quit in '88. So, yeah, we know. Yeah, I mean, well, I don't, but that's the great thing about me is like I'm edgy, but I'm not like completely insane edgy. So I think that, um, like I can rein it in a little bit, and that's where my love of pro wrestling comes in. Like I know how to work the crowd and be a heel or a bad guy or whatever you want to call it. So, um, well, I mean, the problem with Poison is Bret Michaels makes a lot of money in his solo band, where he gets, all the money. If he tours with Poison, he's got to split it, four ways. So it's kind of like Stephen Pearcy. I mean, I'm sure Pearcy would love to play with Rat again. At least the four surviving members of, the classic lineup of Rat. But he probably makes more money touring with his solo band. Where let's say he gets 10 grand a gig, I would guess he would get a minimum of 7,500 and then pay the other guys. The drummer from Slaughter might get a little bit more than the others because he's a slightly bigger name, but um, but if he's playing in Rat, for him to make 7,500, 8 grand, they'd have to be getting paid 25 grand because you got to split it with Blosser, Crochet, Warren DeMartini, and then Cavazzo probably gets a little less because he's not an OG member. So what up, Northwest Ken? We're gonna go about another 5 minutes, kids. This is my second stream of the day. I don't think I'm too edgy for MLC, but I think sometimes, Kevin's, he's the goat of trolls, and like, I'm sure he wants me on to like pile on Hinchcliffe. I'm not an idiot. I know why he wants me on, but we'll see. I mean, I'm fascinated by the whole situation and the repercussions if there are any. I mean, right now I don't think there will be, but if Trump loses by a little bit, and it comes in that the Puerto Rican vote in the 6 swing states, there might be some problems for Mr. Hinchcliffe. Um, Kenny, you should also do some shows with Kenny versus Spenny. I don't know who that is, bro. I like to work alone. I don't like to team up with people. Um, I don't like to open for people anymore. I just want to do my shit. I can do an hour in my sleep, but I'm not a name comic, or I'm, a very, like I'm known, but I'm not known. So, no theater's going to headline me unless they're desperate. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. It's Kevin, MLC is Kevin's baby. I don't take offense that I wasn't on it, to be honest with you. Um, so, yeah, I mean, Rat, I think, was much better than Motley Crue as a band, but, Motley Crue was probably a little better presentationally live, and, you know, because Rat was so big at one point, they took Bon Jovi out on their first tour. I mean, Rat was a bigger band. Rat was bigger than Poison, took Poison out, but Poison and Bon Jovi were really. Thank you, William, for the links. We got another 4 more minutes, guys. Um, so, um, I think live maybe they weren't the greatest, especially when Robin Crosby was struggling with addiction, and their last video was Nobody Rides for Free. And Robin wasn't even in the video, so he was basically kicked out of the band at that point. Yeah, I mean, Warren DeMartini, I mean, he can play anything. I went to a Frank Zappa tribute show at where was it? The Saban Theater in Beverly Hills, and you had like all these great players, like obviously Dweezil Zappa and Tal Wilkenfeld. She was like the 16-year-old bass player who played with Jeff Beck. I mean, she's in her 30s now, but like she's incredible. And I remember, because I know her from the Comedy Store, and she's like, "Yeah, I thought the best guy was that guy. He's in that band, Rodent." I'm like, what? Uh, I'm like, Rat? Yeah, that guy. So yeah, Dweezil's a great guitar player. But I thought DeMartini was very faithful to the Zappa, which is fairly intricate music. 3 more minutes, kids. 3 more minutes. Smash that motherfucking like button. I'm not sure if I'm streaming tomorrow. I mean, I did give you guys 2 streams today and a short. So please check out the shorts I'm pumping out. Some are silly, and yes, Dweezil was in the Running Man. Don't touch that dial. So I never got into Wasp. I mean, I liked actually their poppier songs. I'm a wild child. I've been to the Baked Potato on what was it? Ventura, in Lancashire, I think. But I liked, Blind in Texas. I saw Wasp once. It was Stephen Pearcy, LA Guns, and Wasp. And Pearcy was great, and I don't know if he was completely sober at that show. This was like 15 years ago, and then I'll never forget, me and my girlfriend at the time was at the House of Blues in Anaheim. We went to eat in the restaurant. We come back in for Wasp, and a wall of BO hit me like, God damn, their fan base. Stanky. Minute and a half guys. Yeah. No, I mean, I'll probably do a bit of a live stream tomorrow night from the parade. It definitely won't be an hour or anything, but, I'll try and entertain you guys. Plus, there's going to be a lot of nudity at this parade, so I don't want to get my channel flagged. I've worked very hard to not have any copyright issues. So, 1 more minute, guys. 1 more minute. Yeah, I mean, I'll do some of these streams a little bit more, but, sometimes I just like to walk Lois and hang with her and not like concentrate on fucking entertainment. Yeah, I mean, I could film it for the patrons. That would be good. I gotta really up my Patreon page. Like I'm concentrating so hard on YouTube that I don't want to do like an hour video and just have it for Patreon members. And I'm trying to get into the fucking algorithm of YouTube, so I'm really trying to like get the YouTube page popping off. But the Comedy Store now tapes your main room sets for you. So you can't put it all out in one chunk, but I might put it all out on the Patreon. Just have to figure out how to do it. So that's going to be it for now, guys. Yes, we come up with some creative financing on the Patreon. So Earl Skakel, over and out. I will, Mickey, and check out my Patreon now. There's still a lot of good videos and shit up there. So, if you're not a member, I think there's a free option. I don't know, but I'm really concentrating on YouTube at the moment. So check out the Patreon. I think it's pretty reasonably priced, $5 and then $20 for like super fans or whatever. So that is all, guys. Earl Skakel, over and out. Happy Halloween. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon.